should probably go put a shirt on, BRB. I'm so sorry if you hear my washing machine in the background. I'm still doing washing. Welcome to parts of adulthood, it's fun. Alright, hey, what's up you guys, it's Ash. Welcome back to another video. I'm so happy you're here watching because I love doing these videos. The topic for this video is I am a whole year and a half on testosterone, which is like mind-blowing. But anyways, so let's get to the video. First things first, we'll probably talk about some of the things that have kind of like plateaued or slowed down or stopped completely when it comes to the changes of testosterone. And that first one is probably one you're probably gonna guess already, and that is my voice. So my voice is kind of just like at that 1 year mark, just kind of like stopped going down, just leveled out. Although I still can't like speak in some tones. So like for example, if I'm jamming out in the car and like, I don't know, if some high range part of the song comes on, I'm just like and nothing comes out, which is, it's funny and it also hurts. But anyways, I thought that it would be really cool to add in a little bit of a clip from when I first started, then going through to now. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, if I can actually find the video. But yeah.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Ash. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ash. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ash.
The second thing that is kind of like, it's plateaued but it hasn't, it's strange. So, and that is my menstruation. Now for me, when I first started testosterone, I had 2.5 full weeks of just straight bleeding, which was just like yeah. And so I think that was like my body just like flushing everything out and be like, no, you're done, okay, goodbye. So yeah, after that I kind of haven't had a full cycle or a period for ages. I've had some spotting, but that may have been twice in the whole year and a half I've been on testosterone. But unfortunately I still, every now and again, it seems to happen maybe every 3 to 4 months, where I do get some intense cramps, which does suck because it's kind of like the cramps that I need to curl up in a ball and cry, and I hate that. Everyone hates that. But yeah, so I'm thankful that I'm not someone who has to go through the struggle of still having to deal with that, which some folk do. I did have to take some medication in order to help cease that, but I think the testosterone also did a lot of its work. But yeah, so moving on from that, the other thing that has kind of like leveled itself out, which has been really good and was something that I did struggle with throughout the first year of me being on testosterone, is like emotionally. When I first started testosterone, you always see in these videos, oh, you know, I hear about people who just get angry and feel angry and blah blah blah. I was one of those people that felt fucking angry. I was like aggravated, irritated, just for like the first, I think, month and a half, for no reason whatsoever, which was kind of really hard for me. It was really hard for my fiance. It was really hard for St. John's Youth Services, which will be another video explaining why they were a big part of my life. And yeah, I was basically just like, it was not fun. And then kind of after that, didn't feel, I asked my fiance this, I was like, how was I like emotionally? And she did say about the anger part, but she also did say that it felt like for a few months I didn't have any emotions, which was kind of strange. Like I kind of just like, I wasn't angry, I wasn't happy, I wasn't sad, I was just like meh. Which kind of really occurred, these like kind of emotional things, or this emotional roller coaster, only really occurred for me when I was on a certain testosterone, which is Primatestin, which were monthly shots. So pretty much I would have 2 weeks of feeling great and then 2 weeks of just going downhill, which really wasn't good for me. But since changing to that testosterone, I have felt better. I haven't felt these dips in like emotion and things like that, which have made just dealing with life a whole lot easier. But it did take me a while even to kind of feel like you know, I didn't cry for a while. I couldn't cry, which I know is something that people talk about, and I was always like, what do you mean you can't cry? But no, it's true. I couldn't cry for ages, and I was like, I don't know. I'm really thankful now that that has settled, but that did take like 6 to 12 months to settle. So if you are someone that's starting out on testosterone, please prepare yourself for these emotional changes, because I feel like we get so caught up on all the physical stuff that we don't really think about and take the time to think about all the emotional stuff and all the emotional changes that you do feel while starting testosterone. Some folk who are on been on testosterone for a year, have like a full beard, and I'm just here just like, look at this filthy stash. Yeah, for me, when it comes to hair and body hair, when it comes to my face, I'm starting to see more like black hairs, especially on my neck. And you can see from all of the acne and the pimples here, I only really get these where hair's coming through. So especially on my sides, under here, I don't really have much on my chin. I've got like a couple here, and it's all just mainly here. But when it comes to my body, I'm definitely filling out more on my legs, because I was someone who was like super hairy from the knee down and was like bald from the knee up. So that's kind of nice to see that fill out more, as well as like on my stomach as well. I mean, I've always had a snail trail, but at least now I've got more like around my belly button and going up my stomach, as well as like on my chest, which is really nice. And I was like, I want this to come through like thicker, and so like I shaved everywhere once, and my fiance was like, don't do that again, you look like a hairless rat. So after that 1 year mark, aside from the hair, is like, for example, I mean, I've always been someone who has enjoyed working out and being fit and things like that, but I've been going to the gym more regularly, like 5 times a week, and then I run maybe 5 to 6 days a week as well. And I'm noticing now I'm starting to develop muscle where you can actually kind of, you know, it's there, whereas previously it was just meh. You know, no matter how much I worked out what I was doing. So like you can see like the definition of, probably not, but like I'm getting more defined now, which I could never really do before, which is nice. As well as I'm someone who carries a lot of weight on my butt and my hips, and also my lower stomach, and since starting to run, I'm starting to see that hourglass figure kind of straighten out a lot. And sure, it's still there, but to see that slowly going, even though, you know, I couldn't do that before, and that was, you know, something that gave me a lot of dysphoria and made me not feel good about myself. But yeah, I guess the unfortunate thing as well that has occurred with that is, since losing that little bit of weight, I've noticed that with my top surgery under my arms, how much loose skin I actually have there now, which I can't really do much about for a little while, but you know, it is what it is. When it comes to, I guess, myself and acne, which is something you can experience because of course your skin gets more oilier, you're basically going through puberty again. You know, for someone who already had oily skin, I was honestly preparing for the worst, and I was very lucky just to get mainly here where the hair's coming through, and an odd one here and there, so I'm very lucky with that. But please still be very wary of that, and get yourself into a skincare routine before you start testosterone, because it's better to do it beforehand, and so then you can carry that on through going through, I guess, the main parts, or, you know, at least just wash your face every day, bro. Like you can also see in my face as well, like when my driver's license is expiring soon from the previous year, and I looked at it, like my photo, and I was like, this does not look like me at all. Like, it's no. So I went in and took a new photo, and I received it this week, and I pulled them both out, and I was like, shit. You know, like my last photo was taken on the, what was it? I think it would have been like the 8th, as in like, no, was it? No? Yeah, it would have been like October of 2017, and you know, even from then to now, like, there's been so much changes, especially in my face, and that for me has only been more noticeable after that 1 year mark. And I'm finding now, you know, previously when I was still a bit baby faced, I would be like misgendered quite a lot, even though my voice got deeper. But now, since, you know, getting that, even though it's so subtle, it makes a difference. And also same with like my face slimming down, it's made a difference, and I haven't actually been misgendered for a while, which is, you know, I'm very lucky and very fortunate for that as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I feel like I've covered like the main things for me that have occurred in the past few months since that 1 year in testosterone video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you tune in next week for another video. But yeah, have a good day. I'll see you then.